What's going on, everybody? It's I Talk Ball, and welcome to this super series where we're going to be resimulating every single year and all of NBA history. Let's find out who the new GOAT's going to be, who will end up on top, who will be the best franchise championship-wise. This should be a ton of fun. I'm really excited to get into it, and it's going to be an 80, almost, I think, close to 85-year sim. So it should be pretty awesome, and let's get straight into it. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the limitations and things that may not be 100% accurate. Right here we have all of the rule changes that were made heading into this 1946-47 year. Yeah, you have the draft lottery, there's no point of having it. All this all-star game stuff, eliminating the shot clock, the fouls are out on 5, yeah, all this stuff, and then this stuff will hit in the 1948 season with first round of the playoffs being a best of 3 and all that. But yeah, so these are the changes we were able to make. Unfortunately, what we can't do is take out the 3-point line, so the 3-point line is stuck with us through all of the eras. What we can do, though, is have their tendencies really low, so there shouldn't be anyone shooting threes early on in these sims. If it does happen, then we probably screwed up a little bit. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump straight into this super exciting, long, and fun series. Alright, y'all, so now it's time to introduce the league. After showing y'all all the limitations and how things are going to look, now let's actually get into the players. Since there has to be 12 teams, Baltimore Bullets, who will be joining in 1948. In the following year, they're going to just have a tank year, straight 40 overalls. And yeah, so let's get into the rosters. The St. Louis Bombers, they got John Logan, Belis Smalley. This is their little squad here. Next up is the Washington Capitals. They got Bob Furyk, Owens McKinney, Fred Scolari. They got 380+ overalls, so we'll see how far this team can possibly go. And we got the Boston Celtics in their first year. They'll be with us the whole time, starting with Connie Simmons, probably the worst team they may have ever had, but we'll see if they can make something happen. Then we got the Detroit Falcons, led by Stan Miasek. I think this will be their only year in the league, so we'll see if they're able to get it done in the 1 year. The Toronto Huskies, Ed Sadowski leading them, and the rest kind of lower overalls. Then the Pittsburgh Ironmen, another team that will be leaving us after 1 year. Colby Gunther, Noble Jorgensen, John Abramovich. We got these guys. And then the Knicks also will be with us the entire time. They got Bud Palmer, Sonny Hertzberg, Ossie Schechtman. We'll see how they do. Then we got the Cleveland Rebels, Frankie Baumholtz, Leo Mogus, and then the Chicago Stags. I believe they were in the championship against the Philadelphia Warriors. Max Zaslavsky, he's only 21. He might turn out to be a pretty good player in this sim. Then we got the Providence Steamrollers, Ernie Calverley, Dino Martin leading the way for them. And then the Philadelphia Warriors, the champion in real life, with Joe Fulks, Howie Dalmar, and George Sineski. So let's get straight into these things. This is how the league looks overall wise. Top 3 overalls to start are Fulks, Furyk, and Sadowski. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. I'll show you guys what the standings look like, how the sides look. In this year 1, the conferences will take account in the playoffs. I think we'll probably do change that in year 2 though. So for the West, you got the Ironmen, Stags, Rebels, Bombers, and Falcons, because the Bullets don't count. And then the East, the Celtics, Knicks, Huskies, Steamrollers, Warriors, and Capitals. So without further ado, I'm going to sim year 1. Let's get into it. Let's see who makes the playoffs, who wins MVP. A lot of firsts are about to happen, so let's do it. All right, so let's hop into the first game of the year. Huskies versus Warriors. A lot of games are going to be played in this sim. Who's going to score the first point in NBA history? Let's find out. Sadowski. Is he going to get the first points? He is on an and one. Ed Sadowski on the and one over Joe Fulks scores the first points in NBA history. Look at that. They gave him a replay and everything. Perfect. Perfect for the first points ever. And he get the first free throw to go in NBA history. Really cement his name here. He cannot, but we'll sub to the end of this game now. It is a meaningless game in the grand scheme of things, but we'll see who ends up winning. looking like Philadelphia is going to win it. So the first game in NBA history is won by Philadelphia. That's the first game in NBA history. Let's sim to the end of the year, and we'll evaluate. During the real-life 1946-47 BAA season, the Washington Capitals had the best regular season record at 49-11. Teams only played 60 games. Joe Fulks led in points per game with 23.1. And in the finals, the Philadelphia Warriors took down the Chicago Stags 4-2. The teams that will be leaving us after this first year are the Detroit Falcons, the Pittsburgh Ironmen, the Cleveland Rebels, and the Toronto Huskies. All right, so the first MVP in NBA history is going to be none other than Joe Fulks, averaging 26 and 14.8 rebounds a game. Actually really efficient from the field, so well done by him. John Logan, Rookie of the Year. Doesn't really matter. They're all Rookie of the Year, so that doesn't really make sense. Harry Miller's going to win Sixth Man of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Connie Simmons. Clutch Player of the Year also goes to Joe Fulks. I forgot so we'll have a bunch of Clutch Player of the Years. A Coach of the Year is Steve Kerr, and we don't have a Most Improved yet. And Executive of the Year is Logan McFadden for the Capitals. And you can kind of see some records there, so we'll dive into it. All NBA first team, we got Joe Fulks, Ed Sadowski, Chick Halbert, Fred Scolari, and John Logan. Then for the second team, we got Connie Simmons, Cleggy Hermson, Bones McKinney, Bud Palmer, and Howie Dalmar. Third team is Bob Feerick, who's got an injury right now. It says he's sprained left knee, so he'll be out for a little bit to start the playoffs. Leo Mogus, Max Zaslavsky, Belis Smalley, and Don Carlson for Chicago. So Chicago's got a lot of guys up here, but so do the Capitals and so do other teams because there's only 12 teams in the league. Defensive first team is here. I'm not going to go through each thing, but Connie Simmons did win the Defensive Player of the Year. Here's the second team, if anyone cares. All rookie first team doesn't really make sense in this reality because it's the first year. But here are the standings. So before we go into the bracket, let's look at the overall standings. Bombers led the West, 56 wins, and then we got the Chicago Stags with 52, Rebels with 50, Falcons with 38, and the Ironmen. Yeah, they're gonna go out sad. Not even gonna have a chance here. The Falcons, they only got 1 year as well. But then on the eastern side, the Capitals and Warriors dominated the league, 64 wins and 62 wins. Knicks right in the middle with 47 and 35. And then the Huskies just beat out Providence on a tiebreaker, 36 and 46. And I figured the Celtics would be low, but don't worry, Celtics fans. I'm sure you'll have plenty of luck later. I mean, just knowing how Boston is. But let's get into these series. I'm only going to be hopping into elimination games when they're close, so I'll see you guys then. Oh, actually, before we do that, we got to get into the stats. Leading the league in points was Joe Fulks by far, 26.6. Next was 18.6, Bob Feerick, and no one else. So that's an 8-point difference. Wow, so Joe Fulks really did his thing. Rebound-wise, Ed Sadowski averaging almost 17 a game. Assist-wise, Howie Dalmar with just 6.6 assists a game. That'll go up as players get better. Steals per game, John Logan and Dino Martin tied at 1.8. And then the blocks, Connie Simmons with 3 blocks a game. I didn't even realize that when we were looking at his stuff. Turnovers, Dino Martin as well. Don't really care about that. Field goal percentage is Joe Fulks. So not only did he lead in points per game, he led in field goal percentage. So that's pretty incredible. We'll look, did anyone qualify 3-point percentage wise? No. So that's fair. Free throws is Moosey, and that's it. So I think without further ado, we can now get into the playoffs, and I'll see you guys at the first elimination game. All right, so this is what the bracket looks like now. The Bombers have a 3-0 lead over the Falcons. So that's going to be the game we hop into real quick. Let's see if the Falcons can survive or if the Bombers will just end it. Looks like it may be coming down to the wire. Every time I'm about to hop in, it's not worth. I'll see if this is worth. 92-90, Falcons lead. They're not fouling? Okay, I guess the Falcons are just going to dribble out the clock. I don't know what St. Louis is doing. Are we for real? Not going to foul? Okay. And that... he hit it too. I mean, that'll do it. This game sucks, man. But the Falcons stay alive, I guess. 94-90. They probably should have fouled, but okay. All right, so next up, the Capitals are up 3-1 on the Huskies. Let's see if they can get the job done here. They are holding the lead for most of this game, but it is getting close down to the wire at the end here. 2 minutes left. Can the Huskies hold on? They will. I thought about hopping in there, but I think we did the right thing. Huskies make it a game 6. Falcons, you saw that blasphemy happen last game. Let's see if the Bombers can get it done or if the Falcons can survive yet another game. It's looking like the Bombers are going to take it though, unless the Falcons have a crazy comeback, and they don't. So that's going to be our first elimination. John Logan and the Bombers are going to win their first series and make it to the conference finals. So now everything's an elimination game. We're all in game 6. Philadelphia Warriors versus the New York Knicks. They're up 3-2. Can they finish the series, or can the Knicks force a game 7? Let's see. It's looking like the Knicks might be able to force the game 7. They do. So Joe Fulks is now at risk. He was the first one to win a championship with the Warriors. He is now at risk of getting eliminated. And on this side, the Stags are on the verge of getting eliminated by the Rebels. Let's see if the Rebels can finish them off in game 6, or if the Stags will fight back. But it's looking like we may have our first change in history, unless the Stags are going to come back, but they're not. The Rebels are going to eliminate the Chicago Stags. Kenny Sailors and Mel Reeb leading the Cleveland Rebels past them, and they're going to play the Bombers. So we're going to have either the Bombers or Rebels in the championship to start this re-simulation. Pretty awesome stuff. Then we go to the other side of the bracket, the Capitals and Huskies. It's 3-2 here. Can the Capitals finish it off, or can the Huskies try and pull off a 3-1 comeback in the fourth quarter? 2 minutes remain. If the Huskies would have scored one more time, I would have hopped in, but instead the Capitals are going to take it. Now, game 7, Knicks Warriors. Who will move on and play the Capitals for a chance at the championship? The Warriors holding on early. Can the Knicks push back? No, they can't. So Philadelphia, Joe Fulks drops 51 points in the playoffs. Okay. All right, we might have made Joe Fulks a little too good. 51, 12, and 7 in the year 1946-47 is crazy. But he gets it done. And now we go on to the conference finals. Rebels, Bombers versus Warriors, Capitals. Let's hop into our next elimination game. So the Bombers are up 3-0 on the Rebels. They are trying to get right to the championship. Let's see if they can do it, or if the Rebels still have life. Can the Bombers get rid of them? Looking like they may be able to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, the St. Louis Bombers are headed to the NBA championship, and they were not there in real life, but they're here now. Warriors Capitals is 2-2. Let's simulate for game 5. Capitals take it. So let's see, can the Warriors get back to the finals, or can the Capitals change up history here? Let's see, game 6, who is going to take it? Getting close, down to the wire. We'll let it get to 2 minutes. Yeah, we're hopping in. 96-99. Capitals have a chance to make the finals. MVP chance, Joe Fulks. He got 2 shots here. Gonna hit the first. Got them both. So Capitals 5-point game. They're gonna need some stops here. I don't think that center the Capitals are playing is real. He's got that tattoo. Torgoff, little floater is good. Torgoff with the little floater, making it a 3-point game. They're gonna need a stop though. See if they can get it. Number 12, Fulks has it. That's their go-to guy. Capitals are going to need a stop badly. Goes up. No good. McKinney the rebound. Gives it up to Torgoff. He just got a tough floater to go. He's trying to attack again. Good defense for Philadelphia. He's blocked. Fulks the rebound. They're running. If the Warriors get one more bucket, this thing's probably over. Fulks trapped deep in the paint. Doesn't matter. He gets it to go. Timeout Capitals, and I think that will do it. I think that'll do it, folks. And it got a little close at the end there. I'm not really too sure what happened, but once it's a 5-point game, especially in this era, I'm definitely looking elsewhere. So 3-3, game 7, Warriors, Capitals. Let's see who takes it. Capitals off with a lead early. Third quarter is close. Fourth quarter is a nail biter. Let's see. And it's tied up with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Who will face the Bombers in the championship? This is awesome. Yeah, we're actually going to go with this angle. I like this angle a little better, backed up. You can see more. So here's Furyk. Furyk trying to attack for the Capitals. Tough shot is no good. Rebound, Philadelphia. Dalmore to Sineski. Sineski looking. Gives it to Dalmore. Down to Fulks. Fulks puts it up. No. The Capitals really, they got to get something going, you know? 86-86 in this game 7. Who has the first clutch gene, you know? In real life, well, or not in real life, but in the game, Fulks did get the clutch player of the year. We'll see if that translates. Scolari, tough pass to McKinney. Back to Scolari, blocked on the way up by number 12. I think that's Dalmar. It is. And then here comes Dalmar on the other end, trying to make something happen. It's like they might be trying to set up Fulks. They do. And Fulks is going to get it to go. 88-86. Warriors take the lead. So now what can the Capitals do? Still got a minute. You just need a bucket. Eric holding the ball. Stands on their feet. Eric drives hard past Fulks and ties the game. And they're going to use a timeout right after. I don't think we need to be using timeouts like that, guys, but it's all right. I want to make sure they get the right plays. 88-88. Now it's the Warriors' turn. Can they respond? Dalmar setting up Fulks again. No, he's going to reject it and go himself. He missed it. Here come the Capitals. 40 seconds remaining. They have a chance to mess up history. 17. He's got it. Was that McKinney? I believe it was McKinney. Yes, it was Bones McKinney with the bucket there. 36 seconds remain, but the Warriors do have the best player in the league at this current point, Joe Fulks. Can he put a bucket together? It's not going to be a 3. All their three-point tendencies are down, but they only need a 2. Fulks just puts it up. No good. Not a great look, and they're going to have to foul. Man, that is not the shot you want with this season on the line. And now they're going to send Bob Furyk to the line. But big free throws here. Furyk hits the first. That's a heartbreaker for Philadelphia. They need a miss here because they're not going to shoot threes. And they got it. They have to score a quick 2 and then hope for some more free throw magic. Fulks to Dalmar. They got to go quick. What's the play? They give it to Fulks. Down to 12 seconds. Fulks has to hit this. He does. An incredible left-hand hook from Fulks. And they're going to foul Scolari. So now 9 seconds remain. That's plenty of time. He's just got to miss one because they're not going to take a 3. So Scolari, big free throws here. He hits the first. Now we saw their guy last time, Furyk, he missed this second. Can Scolari do the same? He can! Timeout Philadelphia. And the Warriors have a real chance to tie or potentially win this game. Oh man, this would be a big choke from the Capitals. 2 guys missing late free throws, but here they go. They gotta go quick. 6 seconds remain. Fleischmann, 4 seconds remain. They get it to Fulks. He fades. He pumps. He fades. It's good. We're going to overtime. What a shot from Joe Fulks. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. He does not want history to change, ladies and gentlemen. The crazy left-hand hook and then a Kobe-looking shot. Let's go to the replay real quick. I know he just sent us to overtime. Great view here. Wow, what a shot. Fulks, the pump fake. I thought when he pump faked there was no way, but he nails the buzzer beater. No time on the clock. He rattles it in and ties the game. So we're not going to watch all of overtime. We'll simulate just a little bit just because it is a 5-minute overtime, but it will probably be close. I want to just get it down to like 2 minutes. There we go. So at this point, the Capitals have a 2-point lead. They just scored. Philadelphia taking it out from the side. I can't believe we're in overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, Dalmar. The Palmers are sitting on their couch right now watching this, just thinking, man, who are we going to play? Hill House ties the game. What do they draw up here? And these two teams are just fighting each other. 260 win teams. Furyk puts it in. And now the Capitals have a 2-point lead. Bob Furyk with 30 points on 60%. That's incredible for this time period. But man, the Capitals really looking to get things done. Dalmar on the quick drive. Misses the pull-up. Rebound Capitals. If they can score here, that would be huge. Furyk on a screen. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Dalmar. And the Warriors can make something happen. Fulks is on the bench. I just realized they have Fulks on the bench. Did he foul out? I'll check after this possession. Next dead ball, I'll check. Dalmar trying to take it himself. They don't really have another option. They give it to Hillhouse. Rosenberg back to Dalmar. They're scrambling, looking for something. 30 seconds remain. They need a bucket. Fleischman, what will they do? They have unlimited time and feels like no good. Scolari is fouled. That was a mess. Is Fulks fouled out? No, he's not. He has 5 fouls. I don't think that's... Oh, that might be the foul out, actually. Yeah, he might have fouled out. I think he fouled out. So Fulks fouled out after that craziness. But that's how the game goes sometimes. Scolari is fouled. Look, the Warriors had a chance, man. They used a lot of time on that possession. Scolari now, he's got a chance to redeem himself. He nails this one. I mean, there's a lot less pressure when Joe Fulks is not in the game. So let's see. Scolari, second free throw is good. He'll make them both this time, and now it's looking a little bit out of reach. We'll see if the Warriors can do anything, but it looks like the Capitals are going to change up history. See what the Warriors draw up. Yeah, no Fulks because he is fouled out. Dalmar trying to get a quick one to Hillhouse. They do get it. There's a nice little play. They could have used that when they were only down 2. Now they throw it in the Furyk. Scolari, dangerous pass. Pretty dangerous pass there from them. So let's see if Scolari can get it done again. Both of them last time were swishes. First one here is good. I think he's got the touch now. Might be done for Philadelphia. Yeah, he's got him. All right, they put up a 3. They actually threw up a 3, and a valiant try, but that'll do it. The Washington Capitals are going to the championship. So Bob Furyk and Bones McKinney, 30 and 27 from them. Fulks, despite his 30 points, he fouled out late and couldn't impact the game in the overtime period. Dalmar had 21, 11, and 14, a nice little triple-double. I really like the numbers they're putting up in this era. But that'll set us up for our first finals. John Logan wins finals MVP for his conference. Bob Furyk for his conference, averaging 25 a game against those Warriors. They needed that. So now we have the St. Louis Bombers and the Washington Capitals in the championship. All right, so both of these teams actually do have a few years in the NBA. They are not one and dones. So let's see how we do. Game 1 goes to the Capitals. Game 2 to the Bombers. Game 3 to the Bombers. Game 4 to the Capitals. Love that. So now game 5 we're gonna hop in. It's 2-2. Man, we might have a nice little final series here, just like we had in that conference finals. Capitals trying to take a little lead here. Hold on. Yeah, they're gonna do it. So the Capitals are going to go up 3-2 in this series against the Bombers. They're trying to win the first championship ever. Will the Bombers be able to force a Game 7? The answer is looking like no. It's looking like no, and the Washington Capitals are going to win the first NBA championship in this resimulation. That is going to do it. The Washington Capitals, as Bob Furyk is going to dribble this clock out, they're going to beat the St. Louis Bombers in 6 games. And I don't know why it is silent, but they are going to win the championship right here. Why is the crowd like, this game is so broken? Don't worry, St. Louis, you still have a few years in this league before you are going to fold. I think they have 5 years. Capitals have 4 or 5 years, and they also have 4 or 5 years, so it's pretty similar. But yeah, the Washington Capitals gonna take the first NBA championship of all time home to them. Right, and there's Adam Silver giving them the finals trophy. They got the Wizard stuff on because that's the franchise they set them up as. So congratulations to them, and we'll see if they're able to repeat next year, defend their trophy. It looks like Bob Furyk is going to take home the finals MVP. It makes sense. We'll check out his stats in just a second. Washington Capitals have won the championship. Bob Furyk averaged 20 points per game, 7 rebounds, 8 rebounds, and then 4 assists on 47% shooting. So very well done from him. They're going to win the first NBA championship, y'all. So that is going to do it for this episode 1. I'll show you who's retiring, a bunch of expansion filler players. so no one too crazy. A lot of these guys are just filler people, so in year one we don't really have to worry about it. But yeah, now this new league is going to look a lot more like the 40s in year two. The Baltimore Bullets will be entering, 4 teams will be folding, and some, you know, this league is going to look very different. There's only going to be 8 teams this next year, so it should get pretty interesting. Without further ado, I'll see y'all then. Peace.